Hawagwan. Yeah, man. I hereby declare this awards ceremony of University of the Arts London open. Hello, and welcome to your ceremony, graduates. As Chancellor of University of the Arts London, I am so very pleased to be here with you today and delighted to be able to congratulate you all. I'm sure my feelings are shared by the rest of the platform party when I say that it's a real honor to join you and your family and friends on this most momentous occasion. This is your day, and one you will never forget as an important step in the rest of your lives. Today we reflect on and celebrate the educational journey you have made. Postgraduate study takes dedication and focus, juggling the competing demands of life whilst diving deep into your chosen area of study to truly become masters of your craft. Today, we celebrate that dedication and focus. Today, we celebrate you. The human brain has a very interesting way of keeping us humble. The more we progress, learn, and achieve in our lives, the more it seems to forget how far we've actually come, how much we've developed through hard graft and determination. That's why so often you'll hear experts or pioneers talking about what they do as if it's really quite ordinary. But please take a moment to remind yourself of everything you have accomplished. By completing your studies, you have demonstrated perseverance, adaptability, and patience. You have returned to a place of learning, started anew, and built a specialism. You've proven that you can do much more than just ride the fickle wave of success and good luck, but that you can equally navigate the choppy waters of self-doubt, inequity, and failure right up to the sunny shores of success. This is a huge testament to your character, to your intelligence, talent, and sheer determination. In an age where quick wins are the order of the day, you've committed to the slow and sometimes painful process of setting yourself a target and then putting in the effort to reach it. And you have taught your peers and classmates and tutors something along the way too, sharing ideas, collaborating, and challenging the status quo. I congratulate you not only on your academic success today, but for your resilience. As a UAL graduate, you will see as you make your way in new circles the kind of response and expectations the UAL name evokes. We are associated with professionalism, creativity, experimentation. We're solution finders, innovators, award winners, pioneers, and absolute legends. I see goats in this hall. Goats. Greatest of all time. That's who we are here at UAL. But there's no need for me to tell you this. You know this is true for yourself. It's the reason you worked so hard to study here in the first place. It is the reason I am so proud to be your Chancellor. Graduates, I'm excited to see what you do next, to witness how you influence and shape this world of ours for the better, to marvel at the way you put to use the skills you have honed here, creating a fairer, more just world where creativity provides answers for urgent social questions. Take us with you on those journeys. Share your news and update us. Encourage and support one another. You're not leaving your friends and classmates here today. No, your collaboration with them and us will, I hope, continue and strengthen and transform as you become one of our highly esteemed alumni. Congratulations, postgraduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a wonderful day it is today. Chancellor, governors, honorary graduates, and graduates. Give yourselves a round of applause. What an extraordinary privilege it is for me to add to the welcome today, to this celebration of creativity and outstanding achievement. Today, we gather not only to congratulate you, but to honour the incredible journey that has brought you here. Due to the ongoing conflicts across the world, some of your fellow graduates have sadly not been able to travel back to London for the ceremony. We are thinking of all the students that can't be here today. We hope everyone is safe and look forward to celebrating them at a future date. Now, I know how hard you have worked to reach this moment, and I also know that you weren't alone. In a moment, I'm going to ask all of our graduates to make as much noise as possible by clapping and cheering to celebrate and thank the people who have supported you throughout your studies. So let's begin our thanks by recognising the hard work and support of all the staff at the university. Every year, our academic, technical and professional services staff work hard to support our students, making the university a place with people at its heart. Together, they deliver a transformative higher education and provide our graduates with the knowledge, ability and confidence to make a meaningful difference to the world. So please join me in thanking the staff of the university. Fantastic, thank you. So, planning for graduation is a huge endeavour to ensure everything runs smoothly. The team behind today has worked tirelessly to ensure today's occasion is special. Let's show our appreciation to everyone involved. But I have saved what I'm sure will be your biggest and loudest thank you to the end, to the families, carers and friends who have supported you throughout your university journey. You know the difference they have made and the moments they have shared along the way. Can I now ask all graduating students to stand, please, and turn towards your family and friends, and with heartfelt enthusiasm, make as much noise as you can. Thank you, graduates. Please be seated. Thank you. Great celebration. The London College of Communication is committed to using creativity to make a positive change in our communities, industry, and society. As graduates, you now belong to one of the greatest creative networks, the UAL alumni. Our alumni can be found across the world, so keep in touch with those you have met on your journey. It is a community who will form a lifetime of support. As postgraduate students, you have taken the skills and knowledge from your previous studies and honed them into an in-depth and specialist understanding of your fields. You are truly masters of your craft. Recent world events have had a huge impact on all of our lives. As a result, the world has changed significantly, and life is more uncertain than ever. Inequalities in society, global conflicts, and the climate change emergency threaten us all. But your achievements demonstrate your strength, resilience, and courage. Amidst all the uncertainty, being here with you today, I feel hopeful and optimistic. You have the power to shape the future for yourself and the communities that you belong to. You graduate with our warmest congratulations and very best wishes for the exciting times that lie ahead. Stay in contact with us and with each other, for together we can achieve so much more. Thank you very much, everyone. And now, before we present the candidates, we have a special film featuring some of our graduates as they look back on their time at UAL. Following the film, the Dean of the Design School, Brian Lucid, will present the candidates for awards from the Design School. Please play the film. Thank you.
You came to UAL for a degree, but you're leaving with so much more. It wasn't easy. You tested ideas, pushed them further, and stayed with them long enough for them to evolve. You questioned your assumptions and challenged your thinking. You learned through practice, research, and persistence. Those moments sharpened your approach. They shaped who you are now and who you're becoming. You learned what it really took. It took long nights refining details and long conversations that opened new doors. It took studios, libraries, and shared spaces. It took critique and learning how to listen to it. It took collaboration and independence and building a creative community that challenged and sustained you. It took insight and encouragement from tutors and technicians. It took friends and loved ones who pushed you further than you thought you could go. It took finding your voice, questioning it, listening to it, trusting it. But most importantly, it took you, your judgment, your commitment, your unique point of view.
I think a message for my future self would be to just remember this time at UAL. Remember this course.
Remember to stay curious.
I'm very happy to have made the friends that I've made. We're all very collaborative and everyone's so talented and I just love them.
My perspective became broader. I learned how I can communicate my project with other people.
I'm a much more kinder person to myself. I'm more confident, I'm more assured, I'm more honest.
I hope to use my work and my design to help with the people who are in conflict.
I am looking forward to starting to work in the field that I've been studying.
Be confident about what you're doing, and I'm sure it's going to take you places.
I definitely think that creativity can change the world. The most beautiful part about it is that there's no right or wrong. It's all just about exploration.
Congratulations.
It took everything you had to be sitting here today. And you made it, because the world needs creativity. But more than that, it needs your creativity. It needs your passion, your ideas, your voice. And when the time comes to make an impact, we know, and you know, that you've got what it takes. You've got this, class of 2026. Good luck.
I confirm that the candidates from the London College of Communication to be presented today at this ceremony have complied with all of the conditions required by the University of the Arts London. I present the following candidates for awards from the Design School. Starting with Research Program PhD. Doing Grey Milk and Lost Kin, Resounding, Revisioning, and Remembering Trauma in the Scottish Knock-In Archives, Wilma Stone. The multiphonic Fens, Simon Scott. And portraying anxiety disorders in picture books, an exploration into using picture books as an interface between therapists and young adults, Haichi Yang. For the School of Design, Master of Arts, Data Visualization, Chenyu Zhang. Master of Arts, Design for Art Direction, Laura Agnesina. Peter Ajuchi Ogenseri. Temia Almatrudi. Hend Altuerci. Xingyi Bai. Rasha Bashir. Sergio Begazo Nunez. Mia Bejarin. Chloe Nine Benacourt. Fotini Shamlapalia. Cheng Chang. Arundhati Chauhan. Lixing Chun. Jialu Ding. Shruti Gola. Gabriella Grover. Disha Gupta. Miriam Gutierrez Dominguez. Malak Hosni. Mariam Jamal. Sabrina Kriyanto. Megan Kite. Wingyu Law. Benedetta Meme. Imogen Mitchell. Vrishali Patel. Archita Patanayak. Amina Platnova. Jessica Reisel. Kaya Rist. Maria Rodriguez Suarez. Jia Tung Shaw. Gabriela Silvia Moncayo. Sophie Stockman. Ami Sumara. Sanjana Suvarna. Marie Shostakova. Sabathip Tavani Wat Tanaku. Tanyathon Tresika Kasam. Sophie Viet Jacobson. Marine Wahid. Hannah Bugroska. Sherman Shu. Zhiqian Yang. Lujin Zahar. Yuqian Zhang. Andreas Philippou. Master of Arts for Data Visualization, Bohao Feng. Sara Fiorillo. Obina Uruji. Jening Jin. Sophie Sparks. Yunqing Tang. Shani Wisdom. Yuhan Zhang. Yurun Zhang. Xiaoxuan Zhu. For Master of Arts, Design for Social Innovation and Sustainable Futures, Anuja Anil Prabhula Chandran. Anushka Badola. Bharathi Barathan. Yi Tsai. Valentina Sequeira Camacho. Xiying Chung. Charlotte Cooper. Yayuan Duan. Claudia Gallardo Landaro. Inuo Gu. Jurchi Jin. Natalia Kolesniknova. Nanako Kono. Eating Yu. Daksh Puri. Muyen Chi. Yulin Ren. Shiwen Shi. Anaga Shukula. Hannah Solar Malloy. Yijing Su. Farid Tanbin Hassim Tan. Amanda Theodora Kalaka Vieira. Lina Wali. Shu Wang. Suyan Wang. Xingyu Wang. Jiabao Wen. Xingyan Wu. Zhu Surun Shu. Chunchi Yan. Baizong Yanjin. Han Zhang. Haocheng Zhang. Xuanyang Zhou. Yunxiao Zhou. Huajian Zhu. Master of Arts, Design for Visual Communication. Omar Ahmed Monsef Ahmed Ali. Atta Aikan. Jie Chen. Shunke Duan. Iren Gukos. Lue Hu. Yushen Hu. Xinge Li. Lisha Noronha. Nidharshana Vilalan. Rishab Yadav. Shirling Yang. Li Yu. Master of Arts, Design Management. Iris Ida Pisan. Algora Al-Saab. Minashki Ambrathoidu Rajagopal. Namrata Bagracha. Tanyafak Sayawat. Radha Chandashiv. Shuyang Sui. Kavita Ajit Dedhya. Anike Fisher. Shrishti Ghosh. Zainab Gulat Saab. Churchi Hu. Pakriti Jain. Fidelia Kiri Lingruan. Yipei Yu. Frida Mendez Ortiz. Srista Mitra. Anushka Rajesh Navadkar. Samrudi Deepak Parab. Komaldeep Kaur Rainu. Deepika Raju. Adita Raman Kulgara Dinesh Kumar. Raisa Ratrianda. Yile Tao. Ayushi Tilak. Radhika Vinod Kumar Totla. Indranil Ujagare. Ran Wei. For Master of Arts, Graphic Branding and Identity, Yashvi Agarwal. Kaya Ray Alford. Shivangi Bajpai. Ketki Vikram Busharundi. Amira Wila Kayarandi. Anushka Chand. Isha Ajay Chaudhary. Xiang Han Shen. Suryun Chen. Neha Dargar. Dominique Diaz Hierro. Shagun Garg. Avinav Ghosh. Gayatri Gundu. Mahek Sandeep Joyshar. Swarange Kanade. Hoda Abdelsamia Hassan. Gauri Abhay Kulkane. Rutvi Kulkane. Yehan Kwan. Lingrong Li. Maifei Liu. Paranika Madabushi. Ruan McConaughey. Prathana Merchant. Anuradha Muli. Chaita Nadaraj. Claire Olivet. Alan Patino Robles. Mohammad Reza Ramazani. Yashhavi Rana. Kasturi Rane. Rie Ratna. Anushka Seth. Ishita Sandalaya. Suryuan Shen. Sakshi Sonawane. Aichi Sugiyama. Jada Favizri. Irene Trianfilopoulos. Prajakta Shadarant Virakasar. Simleen Guvinder Singh Verdi. Yingxi Wang. Sarah Whitty. Xiaojie Yan. Wanqing Zhang. Yi Zhang. Chuchao Zhao. Master of Arts, Graphic Media Design. Madhumita Arumangan Ramasamy. Lifei Chen. Yusu Chen. Jacob Deacon. Ainhoa del Barco Borrallo. Jessica Gomez. Yichen Gu. Jiaqi Gu. Hyoju Han. Zuyue Huang. Yunhee Joan. Reese Jones. Shenxi Yo. Yuan Lo. Lingbo Wu. Nikhil Narayan Padavatatu. Tamila Panahi. Abrahiram Manoj Fadnis. Eugene Chi. Zunera Shabier Sethi. Nayan Sharma. Daichi Xu. Abigail Tan. Kasidit Tirowibunsin. Senya Tong. Yagmur Ugun. Yu Wang. Jazz Wilson. Tianhao Xia. Qihan Shi. Hayun Zhang. Hao Zhang. Master of Arts, Illustration and Visual Media. Parnika Agarwal. Sarah Akhavan. Shinran Sai. Mahika Shaplot. Radhika Chaudhary. Yushuan Chen. Yuhan Chen. Martha Galilee. Yuqian He. Xiaohui Huang. Mokshaprada Kumar. Tiansu Lin. Suyu Man. Asta Medha. Shenchen Chen. Haoli Run. Anastasia Romanova. Lavanya Vivakumar Shroff. Yawen Tan. Zhulun Wang. Wanying Xue. Yifei Yang. Zherman Zhang. Zhiqi Zhang. Master of Arts, Interaction Design. Shanying Chen. Yidi Chen. Zhubei Chen. Isabella Ciamataro. Jiahong Yan. Tianjun Qi. Drisha Subramanian. Krishin Tang. Xiling Tian. Jingxuan Wu. Yushin Zhang. Bowen Zhe. Master of Arts, Service Design. Diksha Ashok. Jasleen Ashta. Atika Alisa Binte Mahat. Jasmita Das. Anastasia Grigovo. Yejun Gu. Nanoka Jinushi. Anaga Kiran Karanajan. Karina Lang Alvarez. Yanxin Li. Shunghua Hong. Michelle Poon. Asan Sajad. Smriti Saraf. Peti Shen. Andrina Putri Sharifa. Huilong Wang. Xinkai Wang. Ariba Varich. Nora Yasmin. Guantao Yi. Hao Yu. Xinlu Zhang. Kang Yuhong Zhu. Master of Arts, User Experience Design. Primrose Adam. Asli Ese Ates. Anwesha Basu. Amelia Bryce. Elin Chang. Chen Chen. Rachel D'Souza Leguma. Oluakbola Elegbede. Shivangi Kadhoke. Priyanka Goel. Uday Goel. Shenyu Gu. Yulanshi Zhang. Sarthak Prashant Joshi. Ojashwi Kurjawal. Dasbin Kim. Anhalina Kotik. Dahun Lee. Lissy Lee. Anushka Montero. Mustafa Motiwala. Dia Peode. Stav Perry. Jean-Marie-France Miguel Pifot. Wanrui Wen. Sakshi. Carolis Sinekas. Jade Faye. Chaitanya Tiwari. Chen Wang. Jin Wang. Rui Wang. Xinyu Wen. Yanshan Wu. Wuyu Shang. Aoqi Yuan. Shindi Zhang. Qirtong Zhang. Jiayi Zheng. By the authority of the University of the Arts London, I confer on these candidates the awards for which they have qualified. I'd now like to welcome Steve Cross, Provost of the London College of Communication, to present the honorary awards.
First of all, thank you, Brian, for such flawless and epic reading. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our honorary degree recipient, Afua Hirsch, to whom we award an honorary doctorate. Afua Hirsch is an award-winning writer, broadcaster, and Sunday Times best-selling author whose work explores the intersections of race, identity, and social justice. She was born in Norway in 1981 and grew up in Wimbledon in southwest London. Known internationally for its tennis championships and its quintessentially English village culture, Wimbledon also became an early site of reflection for Afua on the social divisions that shape modern Britain. After graduating from the University of Oxford in 2002, she worked for the Open Society Institute in Dakar, Senegal, a grant-making foundation supporting small NGOs and civil society organizations in advancing democracy and human rights across West Africa. She subsequently qualified as a barrister at the Bar of England and Wales, where she took on cases centered on displacement, social care, criminal defense, press freedom, and international war crimes. Growing up in a family proud of its Ghanaian heritage, Afua became increasingly aware of the stark contrast between her lived experience and the way Africa was portrayed in the media. As a teenager, she began to recognize how racial stereotypes shaped everyday life. These early experiences would profoundly influence her intellectual and professional path, informing the questions of belonging, justice, and identity that continue to shape her work. Over the course of a year, spanning more than a decade, Afua has worked with some of the world's most respected publications and institutions. During more than 15 years at The Guardian, Afua served as legal correspondent, West Africa editor and columnist. In 2014, she became the social affairs editor of Sky News, co-host of political debate show The Pledge, before going freelance and becoming a contributor across prestigious print and TV platforms, including the New York Times, National Geographic, British Vogue, the BBC, CNN, and Al Jazeera. Afua has described a lifelong quest to grapple with questions of race, class, and gender as the impetus behind her writing. In 2018, she published her first book, Brit-ish, on race, identity, and belonging, which became a Sunday Times bestseller and received the Royal Society of Literature Jerwood Prize. She has since published 3 further books, including Decolonizing My Body and Equal to Everything, a children's book telling the story of the first female president of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. In 2019, she served as a judge for the Booker Prize, the world's leading literary award for fiction written in English. Afua's work extends beyond the written word into film, broadcasting, and podcasting. She's the host of the BBC returning documentary series Africa Rising and co-host of the acclaimed television series Enslaved alongside Samuel L. Jackson. She's also hosted Audible's 6-part series, We Need to Talk About the British Empire, and currently co-hosts the history podcast Legacy with historian Peter Frankopan. Throughout her career, Afua has played a vital role in amplifying voices and histories that have too often been marginalized in Western media and public discourse. She continues this work as the founder of Born in Me, an independent London-based production company dedicated to telling underrepresented stories. In 2019, she was appointed Wallace Annenberg Chair in Journalism and Communication at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles, and is now a tenured full professor. She's also active in the design industry as co-owner of the ethical clothing brand Sika, whose garments are handmade in Ghana. Through her writing, her broadcasting and research, Afua has become one of the most compelling and influential voices examining urgent questions of justice, identity, and belonging that shape our world today. I'm delighted to ask the Chancellor, Clive Myrie, to confer the Honorary Doctorate of University of the Arts London on Afua Hirsch.
Hello. What an honor to be with you today. Before I start, I just have 2 observations. First, I now, for the first time, fully understand why there is a red carpet on the stage for you to receive your degrees. I have never enjoyed a graduation ceremony so much, and that's all down to your expression, creativity, and the pure joy that has radiated from you today. My second observation, and this is for those behind me, is that I have never seen such warmth from faculty towards graduating students before, and that was inspiring to see the genuine love, affection, and joy that you have for each other. So thank you for including me in this celebration of warmth and exquisite beauty. It really is a joy and a privilege to be here at one of the world's leading universities for art and design. And it really does have special meaning for me, being present with you students graduating in the arts, as a student of the arts myself, a practitioner of the arts, and a professor of journalism. And I want to thank the university, the chancellor, the president and vice-chancellor, the provost, all the faculty, staff, and students for giving me this great honor today. And living the life that I do, like you, in pursuit of art, craft, and storytelling, there are two questions in particular that I find myself asking today. The first is, as we heard earlier, we are witnessing a time of change more rapid than any previous period of human history, a statement I don't make lightly. So in this climate of great and tumultuous change, why produce art? To me, no one has answered this question more profoundly than one of the great sages of the African American canon and my personal favorite author. "I cannot face," wrote Toni Morrison, "living without my art. I come from a group of people who have always refused to live that way. In the fields, we would not live without it. In chains, we would not live without it. We lived historically in the country without everything, but not without our music, not without our art. And we produced giants. It's important to recognize the giants. And I have no problem acknowledging Toni Morrison, one of the GOATs. But I do personally have a more complicated relationship with achievement. As the daughter of immigrants, I was raised to dream of moments like this, to work hard with my eyes on the prize, striving for accomplishment, recognition, and reward. And yet, when moments like this come, it is still a humbling, unexpected surprise. And as a Black British woman, it is a special honor to feel included in the acknowledgement of the incredible accomplishments in the arts in this country, of which I could not be more proud. It matters to me that you, a new generation of creative talent, are recognized. Recognition makes us visible. It helps bring our work to a wider audience. It prevents our erasure. It protects our work. But to those of you graduating today, it would be remiss of me if I did not share a harder and more complicated truth, that some of the things that I have achieved in my life that I am most proud of will never attract a single award and will never earn me praise. They're the moments in which I quietly rejected the status quo or shunned the temptation of pleasing the crowd. They're the moments when I said things that people didn't want to hear, things that in some cases even put me at risk because they spoke so directly against those in power. Those are the moments when I had to dig deep and find the courage to make hard choices that others, even people close to me, struggled to understand. Like, for example, when I decided, having worked so hard through most of my 20s to become a barrister, that I needed to leave the bar because I had a deep sense that I had another calling as a writer. Or like when I wrote British, my first book about race and identity, a book I feared might alienate me from many of the people I knew, that might even make me unemployable for the hard truths I was sharing about my analysis of race and identity in Britain. Or like when I decided to call out wrongdoing live on air, risking my income and my platform. And the reason why I tell you about those hard moments is that those choices did pay off. Leaving the bar was hard. People thought at the time I was a failure, and for a while, my phone definitely stopped ringing. But I did it anyway, and in the long run, that allowed me to follow my calling as a storyteller. And that's worked out pretty well. And yes, some people were annoyed at my book, especially the right-wing media, where I was told that I should be more grateful to be here in my own country. And that, at the time, was painful to read. I've come a long way since then. I now actually wear that as a bit of a badge of honor. But in the end, my book became a bestseller, and I had, and I am still having, the last laugh. Calling out wrongdoing live on TV did lead to me losing opportunities in the short term and getting dropped from shows. But in the long run, it turned into moments that have endured, and inspired others too to take a stance and speak up for what they believe in. My point is, if I'd always been driven by recognition and reward, I would never have done the things that I now cherish the most. And if I had cared too much about what others thought, I would never have become the person that I am convinced I was meant to become. I'm telling you this because it matters. There has never in my lifetime been more shameless, blatant wrongdoing in the world to call out. And the cost of speaking out about it, whether that's through actual speech or writing, or whether through creativity and design, has never felt higher. But history will judge how true we are to our art and our ideas in this moment, how brave we are, whether we are driven by seeking approval or whether we are driven by telling the truth. In the long run, the result is the same. The people who show up for the truth are the ones who will be celebrated in the future. Hindsight, as the famous saying goes, is always in 2020. The future is opaque, and the present is murky. That's why it requires courage. This award helps fortify me and remind me of the courage of my younger self, who never expected to receive it. And that's why it means so much. I said that there were two questions on my mind at the moment. The second, and whenever I look at my email inbox and see it full of slop, is why create art in the age of AI? And the reason we still create art amidst this rapid change is because in this murky present, one thing is becoming clearer than ever. We are human. Humanity sees humanity. We can feel the connection that exists between creative spirits. We can spot each other's beautiful flaws and imperfections. And this is good news. The future will offer you tools, the tools that technology brings to amplify and create like never before. But as artists and creatives, it can never replace you. So go forth with courage, with integrity, resilience when you fail, determination to get back up, but most of all, create. And know that all of our future depends on it. Thank you so much.
I'd now like to introduce Adam Stanovich, Dean of the Screen School, and Adrian Crooks, Dean of Media School, to present the candidates for awards from London College of Communication. Brian set a high bar, just saying.
I confirm that the candidates from London College of Communication to be presented at this ceremony have complied with all the conditions required by University of the Arts, London. I present the following candidates for awards from the Screen School. Master of Arts, 3D Computer Animation, Mustafa Ahmed. Ayushi Adir Barai. Arpit Deb. Anis Gabash. Yatharth Gupta. Shinran Khan. Lucilla Harris. Shu-En Ko. Han Zhe Liu. Kevin Skirjakut. Master of Arts, Animation. Alifu Amili. Dominic Aldofa. Jessica Chowdhury. Ella Cordieri. Mung Chao Huang. Yu Hao Huang. Rashi Ichaporpu. Aaron Joaquin. David Komet. Haruko Koga. Rosalie Mamu. Min Mong. Ayonago Anino Ogunjobi. Victoria Peita. Leith Rose. Matilda Said Senos. Shan Ching Wong. Min Chi Yang. Yuanlan Zhang. Ziyue Zhang. Joyi Zhang. Master of Arts, Documentary Film. Angela Awak Essien. Eric Aglert. Abdul Kader Al-Ubaid. Finley Boswell. Sophia Harvey. Aishat Hassan. Heejin Kim. Yuen Hong Lee. Zijen Lee. Lina Mohammed. Megan Mullen. Jovita Olchik. Miles Roberts. Mariana Rostek. Jasper Schofield. Yao Tan. Yihua Wong. Joshua Ochieng Wera. Joseph Winterson. Rong Hai Zhang. Zheyin Zhou. Shek Zhu. Master of Arts, Film. Jonah Atala. Sarah Betts. Isaac Begenyon Bamar. Di Chen. Jingyu Chen. Ming Kao Chen. Will Elsom. Di Feng. Alexandra Gorbansova. Yi Chen Hu. Fiza Lamba. Hu Xin Liang. Yu Tong Liang. Ju Lu. Zahan Chin. Eda Seza. Winda Sukmana. Doa Uor. Runchi Uen. Thomas Whiston. Leonard Wolf. Yi Chun Shu. Lan Yao. Jian Yi Yin. Ziwu Yu. Yi Ting Zhang. Master of Arts, Games Design, Jack Alexandrov. Christian Diffin. David Gadel Karim. Yu Tsen Ying. Jing Yu Lin. Luis Rivero Proaño. Jun Shu. Master of Arts, Music Production, Stephanie Angelova. Oscar Corriette. Luka Tsarnomarkovic. Max Elmore. Harry Geeves. Su Hu. Hao Liu. Dylan Maguire. Rebecca Phillips. Julia Pitko. Zhen Wang. Gan Yu Zhang. Shungbo Zhang. Master of Arts, Screenwriting, Chinwendu Akus. Eve Flood. Jackson Green. Alice Han Thomas. Denisa Habuz. Shona Kelly. Oliver Lawn. Daphne Mistrangelo. Isabel Parsons. Lois Richardson. Jung Han Sun. Courtney Williams. Qibing Zhang. Master of Arts, Sound Art, Isabella Burnett. Anna Gilmore Hemington. Jin Yuen Guo. Ding Huang. Peijiao Huang. Justini Kutstayani. Xiao Li. Qingyi Liu. Imogen Mason. Ke Ning. Shimon Pabianic. Daisy Stewart Darling. Han Shuang Wong. Jiaxin Wong. Master of Arts, Television. Hessa Al-Muhaisen. Li Yan Ao. Ke Yu Chen. Rachana Akele. Hao. Chen Kai Lin. Xiang Li. Yun Zhong Li. Ziyi Li. Jiahui Lu. Zetian Mong. Yan Chai Chin. Adam Redondo Pierce. Gu Wenshan. Chao Tan. Zahao Wong. Bing Zeshu. Zehe Yao. Han Shun Jun. Master of Arts, Virtual Reality. An Chen. Chia Wen Chen. Wan Chi-fu. Yao Ching Han. Yi Peng Liu. Yi Ping Li. Xinhua Yuan. Le Yi Zhou. Master of Arts, Visual Effects. Natalia Buchanan. Chi En Deng. Benjamin Spenceley. Jian Wang Tang. Juinbing Zhang. By the authority of University of the Arts London, I confer on these candidates the awards for which they have qualified.
I confirm that the candidates from London College of Communication to be presented at this ceremony have complied with all the conditions required by University of the Arts London. I present the following candidates for awards from the Media School. Master of Arts, Advertising, Tanish Agarwal. Elliot Asante. Isabella Serda. Veronica Charis Arce. Ushna Chowdhury. Emola Bella Gal. Marina Grechkina. Rebecca Haney. Tarin Kalpi. Isabella Kritsali. Chen Chong Liu. Pallavi Malhotra. Sarah Marbet. Kavya Rose Nirmal Raj. Kalpita Markrand Pawale. Kritika Sodhi. Shub Carmen Verk. Stacy Jang. Yashwan Ju. Yongchi Ju. Ushna Chowdhury. Isabella Serda. Master of Arts, Commercial Photography. Nadia Alvarez Gutierrez. Li Changku. Pingan Chen. Chelsea Page Dynan. Juhan Gao. Ia Hopkinson. Kieran Inns. Yevgenia Koznikova. Tanya Krebs. Chen Liao. Meng Yao Li. Nian Li. Lily Shulin. Shannon Tao. Hemanth Naidu Taragambadi Ambarish. Soundarya Thandapani. Laura Vaka Tovar. Lola Wallace. Yaman Wu. Lu Yu. Say Yu. Master of Arts, Journalism. Oreoluwa Adeyola. Madeline Agnew. Sadia Ahmed. Madeline Bailey. Maya Bayliss. Helena Berhe. Davis Blakely. Waitomat Chow. Madeline Dinage. Clara Domas. Martina Dimkowska. Jasmine Faulkner. Nupur Gill. James Hughes Brown. Maximilian Ingleby. Ella Katz. Tallulah Kelly. Sarah Kool-Aid. Adrian Matsura. Chiedzi Mucharaya. Pernia Naeem. Pushpang Iraina. Rishabh Sengupta. Shubhangjini Shaktawat. Sunny Sunday. Zoe Worth. Master of Arts, Media Communications and Critical Practice, Nina Borsuk. Jennifer Yuen Lok Chow. Zoe Chen Phillips. Darjin Choi. Shitong Chu. Elizabeth Daramola. Ruptapana Deshpande. Celine Galetti. Yanlin Jin. Josephine Kettle. Sinam Koom. Chung Biao Mao. Sharon Ponyon. Marta Rabade Arias. Jiahui Wen. Master of Arts Photography Curation, Disha Gupta. Imogen Levin. Shudong Miao. Master of Arts Photography Expanded Practice, Hilda Argumasoma Hernandez. Christian Balesta. Chigdam Boru. Yuja Chen. Marie Lisette Kropp. Xinyi Fang. Yao Chen Hu. Si Hui Li. Xu Yanlang. Yu Xiaoliu. Yu Shanpan. Sujatha Punasami. Chien Ren. Tianran Shou. Fergus Smith. Shiwei Tu. Qingyi Wu. Yingwen Shen. Yingwen Shi. Xiao Yunring. Yiming Zhang. Tian Haojiao. Jian Chaozhou. Yi Junzhou. Helene Yinglu. Master of Arts Photography, Publishing. Brianna Brock. Sifan Dai. Bo Fan. Jingwen Huang. Inua Luo. Miss Mi Piandwo. Kate Molins. Tong Wei. Hao Ye Wu. Next is Master of Arts, Photojournalism and Documentary Photography. Rahaf Almazi. Cedar Barnes. Anne Kingsley Bishop. Shi Yang Sen. Ashley Chalk. Pupat Chenaksara. Jeffrey Davis. Beatrice Elasmar. Imogen Glanville. Mitchell Holson. Shungjae Jin. Praful Kalatingal. Thea Koniewska. Maria Lai Rodriguez. Alan Larson. Yingtung Lo. Hemaidwo Lee. Ifan Liu. Tara Lumley Saville. Mo Mandian. Lauren Miller. Tom Morgan. Deepthi Murali Babu. Louisa Tori. Daniel Stick. Adam Swainsbury. Daria Simonenko. Dominic Wisson. Julian Wiltshire. Chen Shah. Bana Aldajani. Letitia Callista. Ketien Chen. Catherine Cole. Katie Doyle. Paula Fernandez Cabrera. Jai Gao. Chiara Giusepponi. Donyang Gong. Chien Ting Hu. Guo Dongjiang. Zihan Jin. Inan Liang. Yafei Liu. Yingqi Liu. Victoria Mendez Lopez. Veronica Risucci. Amelia Spinks. Laura Suarez Correal. Hong Yao Tan. Tessa Wolpert. Yufei Wen. Jingyi Zhang. Yuhu Zhong. Master of Arts Publishing, Haifa Alomar. Gracie Ashpole. Claire Busby. Susanna Cross. Gabriel Dean. Lorena Ferreira. Anne Fanji. Tessa Kay. Elsa Kenningham. Jihan Li. Monique Martinez. Victoria Martins. Ellie McWilliam. Ingi Ragheb. Maisie Rooney. Angela Kaling Ruiz Garcia. Saskia Seddon. Daria Taslimi. Meg Vaughan. Mia Viva. Isabella Wigley. Rui Chen Shu. By the authority of University of the Arts London, I confer on these candidates the awards for which they have qualified. I now call on Obina Iwoji, a graduate of MA Design for Data Visualization, to respond on behalf of the student body.
Hello. There's a lot of us, you know. Hi, everyone. My name is Obina. I'm a permanent resident of the screen docking section of the library, a lover of chai lattes, and a very proud member of the MA for Design for Data Visualization graduating class. Woo. These past 15 months have been some of the most unexpectedly gratifying months I've had in a while. And I say unexpected because it started with me leaving a stable career to return to university and learn how to make facts and figures look fun. Quite literally, I left comfort to become a professional nerd with a bit of creative charisma. Going back into education after working feels a bit like buying protein powder. They say keeping it is a good idea, but when you see the bill, you stand there thinking, I could probably do without this. And like protein powder, when you are done with the course, the exhibition, the papers, and the fire alarms during submission week, you are left with one question. Was it worth it? Literally, was it worth it? Because I had just finished paying off my undergraduate loans, and I now have new ones. So this better have been worth it. Now, as you may have picked up, I am a numbers person. I quite literally went into debt to learn how to make numbers look good, so my decisions tend to add up. According to the UK Labour Statistics, in 2024, postgraduates in England earn around 25% more on average than graduates. 25%. So to my fellow MAs, happy days. To the rest of you, just keep swimming. But the craziest part of that 25% number, 25%, is that I made it all up. Yeah, it was a complete lie. Sorry. But the emotional reaction you felt, the hope, the doubts, the quick mental maths, that is real. And that reflects the uncertainty many of us feel as we step out of the beehive of UAL and into whatever comes next. And that is why I love what we do. Numbers look authoritative. They feel objective. But the real power lies in the person who frames them, the designer, the one who decides what people see and how they see it. I love the workshops at LCC. I used to walk into the creative computing lab randomly and just join sessions. There I learned Blender, a tool I believe was a giant departure from my norm, which is Illustrator and InDesign. Shout out to illustrators out there. But I wanted to try something different. Later that term, when we had to prototype an installation, those random skills suddenly became a unique selling point. What felt like the wrong and random direction became an opportunity. I even showed that work to someone and it led to freelance work. It shows that some of the best ideas and opportunities come from playing and from going slightly off track. And that is something UAL gave us: permission to experiment. Working as a creative feels exciting until you have to pay rent creatively. But surrounded by my fellow students, pushing our ideas further, refining our thinking, staying late to make something better, that lights a fire. I will never forget our first degree show. We split up into groups within our class, trying to explore data about the actual people in our class. While I was stressing trying to visualize everyone's birthdays, others were visualizing our reactions to different foods and flavors, some mapping fears, some exploring identity. It was chaotic and stressful, but it showed me the beauty of this university. Different perspectives coming together to build something none of us would have done alone. And this may seem all well and good within the university context, but outside these walls, there is a bit more risk with experimentation. There are targets, deadlines, expectations, artificial intelligence, global conflict. We become a tadpole in a giant ocean. Sometimes I wish life came with notifications, a little ping that says, correct decision. Another one that says, leave that donut alone. But we don't get that. What we do get is design. Design is not decoration. It's not just layout and color. Design is a superpower. It is the ability to take chaos and frame it, to take complexity and make it accessible, to shape perspective. AI is not our opponent. It is a challenge to raise the bar of what creativity can be. We may not always know the right move, but maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's about making a decision and committing to turning it into the right one. That is what this course has trained us to do: to experiment, to prototype, to stand behind our thinking, and to redesign when things do not work. So, was it worth it? The loans, the deadlines, the stress? Yes. Not because we now have certainty, but because we now have the tools, the perspective, and indeed, the community. So to our tutors, professors, and staff, thank you for challenging us to go further than we thought we could. To our parents, partners, and friends, thank you for supporting decisions that may have sounded slightly irrational at the time. And to my fellow graduates, we chose growth, we chose uncertainty, we chose to learn how to shape how the world sees itself. And so if the future does not look right, we know we can and we will redesign it. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Obina, thank you for that sobering as well as inspiring speech. And now we've sadly reached the end of our ceremony. We are so proud that you chose us to help you become the artists that you are. And we look forward to hearing of your future triumphs, and I'm sure there will be many. Class of 2026, very well done to you all. Please stay seated until the processions have left the auditorium, but I now declare the 2026 awards ceremony closed.